Pork and Beans! What's up, man? What is going on, guys? This is episode 104 of Bigfoot and Beer. I am super happy to be here with all of you today. Had a really horrible week, man. We'll talk about it. We'll get into it. But let's go ahead and get this show on the road. What's going on, everybody? Super happy to be here with you today, man. And welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. I'm your host today, Charles Mills. Guys, I am super happy that you all showed up today. Jeff, what is going on? Dillo, Grant, what's up? Pork and Beans, I see you, my friend. Soundwave, Chris, what is up? Everybody, man, super happy to be here. Been a week for me, guys. Oh, it's been a pretty bad week for me, actually. Tim, what's going on? How are you? I'm having some serious problems with my truck. I got cylinder 8 and cylinder 6 down on my truck, which is not good. Mitch, what's up? Mitch says, Barefoot Mitch! So, truck is running horrible. Barely made it back from the Geo site. Had to go like 30 miles an hour. My truck's not doing well right now, guys. So, that is what's happening here at Outdoor University. I got to get my truck fixed. And, of course, it costs money to get your truck fixed. So, gonna have to wait. So that's what happened, Soundwave, just so you know. Very first comment out your lips, you know. So now you know, okay? You know, it's not all unicorn and rainbows and Sasquatch running all over the place over here at Outdoor University like everybody thinks it is. All right? Just so you know. Hillbilly Simpleman, what is going on? Happy that you're here. Hey, Tim, man, hit me up, man, sometime this weekend, all right? Who else we got in here? Tim and everybody. Soundwave says, Grant, what is going on, my friend? How are you doing today? All right. So let's click back to the bottom here. So, I am drinking a Four Loko. I think it's a Bomb Pop flavor. Four Loko is what I'm drinking today. Do you still have your motorcycle? I still have my bike. The plates aren't good on it, but I still have my bike. Yeah, still have my bike. My bike still runs. Grant says living. Right on, right on. You know what I'm saying? What else? JD, what's that mean? Oh, Jack Daniels. Okay. So Soundwave is drinking some Jack Daniels. Drop a comment below. Let Outdoor University and me know what you guys are drinking, because I always like to know what you're drinking. And I know that everybody else does too. Soundwave says, JD Foot. He says, I think I'm going to go flathead fishing in the Cuyahoga tonight. Okay, good luck with that. Grant Sills is drinking Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's good. Mountain Dew and moonshine is really good. That's a good drink, by the way. Excuse me, guys. A little heartburn today. So we did get out once this week. We got the tiles out, okay, that TJ brought, okay. Night Chief's drinking some natural ice. Nice. Mitch says, wish Canada quit burning all the trees. My COPD flaring in Michigan. Flaring in Michigan. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know? Super sorry to hear that. That's never good. My mother had COPD. I have COPD. So, yeah. Not very good, guys. Not very good at all. So, we got the tiles out. Dillo, what's up? Modi is drinking Pup's Blue Ribbon. Nice. That's a pretty lame joke, but I'm just saying. So, I mean, even Soundwave could have come up with a better one than that, Fishing would be so different if fish could scream when caught. There is one in Amazon, remember, that actually does. It wouldn't be different. Because I just catch them and slap them and say, shut up. I don't care if they scream or not, Book of Acts. God let down the sheet and every animal on the planet was on it. He said, kill and eat. Paul says, I will do no such thing. God will say, you will call nothing I made unclean. Animals are for us to kill and eat. 2 liters a day, that is. 2 liters a day. Whew, of Mountain Dew. You're slacking. My ex used to drink a case a day of Mountain Dew. That's probably why she's nuts. Just saying. Just saying. I'll barefoot to that. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, we did get the tiles out. Okay, we got those out. I'm really hoping something messes with them, picks them up, or we find them laying on the ground or something from, something picking them up, because we'll be able to pull prints, I wish the tiles were a little bit bigger, so we can get a full print, but still, even a partial print, is, all for the cause. And I think that would be a really, really, really good thing if we can get some more prints under our belt here at Outdoor University. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because, it's, I really need something to happen. I know I got to get out there more, but the problem is, my truck is down right now. My car that Rick gave me, I have to rip the whole front of the motor off and replace the timing chain tensioners in it, and that is a pretty major job. Sarah, what is up? What's up? Sarah says, Beerfoot, do you wipe your prints off those tiles? Yes. Yep. Grabbed them like this and set them on the sides. So we're good. Yep, the Hulkster. There's an Aussie. It's, pretty sad, guys. But Tax has been chatting it up with Zilla and Kim and Dillo and waiting, and now we find we were on the wrong thread. LOL. Oh man, that's crazy. Please overlook me. I am messed up. Sarah, we will never overlook you, whether you're messed up or not. Hey, there's been times on Bigfoot and Beer that I've been messed up. And you guys stayed with me. So Sarah, I'm here with you. Okay? Sarah says, Hulkster is gone, guys. I know. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Sarah says, yeah, you guys, the Hulk Hogan was my goddad passed away. I'm so sad. Yeah, he was Meant a lot to a lot of people, man. Really got on the Jesus train right before he passed, guys, which I'm super happy to hear about, Hulk Hogan getting on the Jesus train. Um, you know, you had two windows for Bigfoot and Beer open last week. You had many. What does that mean? You had two windows for Bigfoot and Beer open last week. You had many. I don't know what that means, Soundwave. Please explain yourself. Explain yourself, because last weekend I don't know what you're saying, openings. I mean, you know, I don't understand. So, I meant a lot of wrestlers I met a lot of wrestlers in my younger days. Bigfoot Mama says, don't start without me. Hello, Charles and everyone. Bigfoot Mama, what is up? Super happy that you are here. And we love you, Bigfoot Mama. We'll never start without you. Well, we will, but, just hopefully you come in, Just saying, Kim Wilson, there you are. What is going on? Thanks for telling me I was on the wrong place. LOL. I don't know, man. You guys, I don't know what you guys were talking about, but Dave P. What's up, Sarah? Hulk Hogan used to call me his little princess. Bounced me on his knee when I was a kid. Went over to his house for barbecues, hang out with Macho Man, Randy Savage, all of them. I met him one time at Piggly Wiggly in St. Petersburg, Florida, when I used to live in St. Pete. I've seen him, walked up to him, said, "Hey, what's up, man?" He signed an autograph for me, This piece of paper that I got, it was a cold cut menu. I still have it. From behind the deli, where it had prices of cold cuts, because in Piggly Wiggly down south, you guys can order like platters and stuff, and it was, what I'm saying, for like catering, and it was one of those, and he signed it, it says to Charles from the Hulkster, that's what it says on it, It was pretty cool. It's pretty sad, Bigfoot Mama says hi. Sarah says, Barefoot! There was two threads, Charles. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was two different threads on Bigfoot and... Well, last week... Look. I can't make this up. And I'm so glad that Godzilla and Kim Wilson and all of you and Floyd and all of you were here. Okay? For the meet and greet. Okay? When I tell you that it's a struggle, man, I mean, you guys watched me trying to get on for Bigfoot and Beer when we all did it together, and how loaded down this laptop is. Yes, we have the main computer back. Problem is there's a lot of stuff on this laptop that I have to transfer over. And a lot of stuff that I can't transfer over. I mean, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, Hulk Hogan was everything that everybody, but more important to everybody, but more important, knew him, and I loved him, and he was the greatest man to ever live. The Hulkster was awesome, The Hulkster was awesome, Dillo says Barefoot to the Hulkster and Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne was a really, really huge thing. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. You know what I'm saying? With Ozzy being who he was and what he believed, and what I believe, we'll leave it at that. He was a heavy metal god. Of course, we know this. That's not even a debate, you know. But like I said, this world is this big compared to eternity. I'm just saying. I'll drink to that, Dillo. You know. Sarah, did you guys also hear about the guy that played in the Cosby Show? He passed away too. Well, they say it comes in threes, Sarah. They say it comes in threes. You know. So yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Super, super sad. That all of that went down. But you know, it just goes to tell you and goes to show you how short coil and plug in both. So I'm not too sure, but I know cylinder 8 and cylinder 6. I'm not getting any fire. The truck was running on, you know, the 7-cylinder. Cylinder 8's been down for a minute, and it's, you know, it is what it is. You know, you're looking at $45 per coil pack plus another 10 for a plug. So you're looking at about $100 to fix my truck, which I just don't have right now. But we'll, you know, look, God always makes a way, guys. You know, like, dude, I had a hell of a time getting back. Yeah, that's a long ride at 30 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Just eating gas because you can't, you know, you don't get the efficiency out of the gas. So all the other cylinders got to, you know, pick up the pace. Sarah says he was the one that played the son. Oh, on the Cosby Show. Okay. You know. Where'd Bigfoot Mama going? Theo, yeah. Where you going? Hi Godzilla. I have to drive, so I'll just listen. Bigfoot Mama, as long as you're there, that's all that matters to us. You know, is that we get to spend some quality time with you, and you get to spend some quality time with us. But guys, you know, we're gonna get back at it. Okay, we truly are. Hold on, somebody's sending me something. Dillo sending me a picture. Hold on, guys. Well, let me see. Donnie! Oh, it's Morty, guys. Morty. What up, Donnie? So, what else we got here? Hold on. Found under my deer feeder. That was under your deer feeder. That was under Hillbilly Simpleman's deer feeder. Holy moly. Woo! That's crazy. So, TJ, what's up? TJ, we put the tiles out. All right. We put them out Tuesday, I think. We started with the tiles. By the time Tuesday came, the apples are still good. We still have the apples, but the salad went bad, and that fruit bowl went bad. Okay, so, you know. And Vince McMahon also awful. Sorry, my father when he was alive. Here we go. It's Donnie, guys. You know it's got to be. Hello.
You called?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? No, I noticed that you called.
When?
Just now. I heard you say, Donnie, I heard you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm calling in.
Oh, no. Yeah. I seen you on the thing, so I said your name.
Yeah. Well, I just want to let you know that meet and greet that you had.
Yeah.
I was on the other side of the lake. I was with Karen and my son, And we were instead of like lurking in the chat, I was lurking at the pond with
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that we had binoculars. I had everything. I also had a face paint on, so you couldn't see me.
Okay.
I just want to let you know. I just wanted to. I wanted to be there, but I kind of wanted to be there from a distance. You know
Go.
what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to get involved, but because I had my own beer, it was. I know it was. I think it was bring your own beer and food, right?
Nope.
Oh, you had all that?
Oh yeah, we had beer, we had food. I just
No,
ate I just ate the last of Dillo's rice dish today.
right.
Yeah.
And I had one of those inflatable, like those round inflatable floats. I
Yeah.
would have known that. I would have kept my food, and what I would have done is I would have stealthily floated over and just took as much here as I can and float back without you seeing me.
Yeah, that'd have been great.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to check in. And again,
All right, Donnie.
I heard you called me.
All right, buddy.
All right.
That's our community comedian, guys. Donnie. So TJ says no problem, buddy. It was worth a shot. Well, yeah, we didn't get out there in time. So look, Monday, Floyd made it home finally. He didn't call me all day Sunday when he left. He didn't call me at the rest stop. He didn't call me to let me know nothing. Monday, he didn't call me. Monday evening, he didn't call me. Guys, look, man, me and Floyd grew pretty close. Okay? And I was worried, man. And then I didn't hear nothing. Then all of a sudden, I don't know how Dillo's like the information center here at Outdoor University. I don't understand how that's possible, but because it probably should be me, I'm just saying, but Dillo calls me and said he got in a fender bender, he made it home, blah, 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 lost his job. I heard all this from Dillo. That's how I found out. No, I think he lost his job thing, I think we heard live. I think he told us that live, guys, So, but yeah, TJ, we got the tiles out, okay? We did. And by the way, man, TJ, I want to thank you for coming. I really enjoyed sitting by that fire, kicking it with you. So, let me extend my phone number to you, 216-632-9385. You can go back, okay, in this video and get it. Call me, man, you want to go fishing? We can go fishing. You want to go Bigfooting together? We can do that, man. I really enjoyed our time. And I was watching you in the woods, man. And you were on it. You were looking, you were hitting everything with that FLIR. You were on it, So, people like that I can really get down with, man. And, just sitting and listening to some of your life and stuff, and the little stuff that you did tell me and Kim and Dillo. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla was passed out in the truck from eating too much. He was in a food coma, but so I don't know where Floyd is, man. I don't know. He doesn't call me, and the only number I got for Floyd is a number that's disconnected. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have no clue. So I kind of wish, that he would call. Because I'm kind of worried, about what's going on with him and Chris. Me and his son grew pretty close, man. And me and Floyd grew pretty close. I spent 7 days with Floyd, man. I spent a whole week with him. And next to each other, 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I got to know the guy pretty well, and he just up and disappeared on me, kind of, TJ says, try to take that research serious to contribute evidence. Yeah, if I was able to, thank you. I'd love to make another trip out sometime. Yeah, well, TJ, I look, and I know I ain't got to speak for Kim And I know I don't have to speak for Dillo, and I know I don't have to speak for Godzilla. Okay? But I can pretty much tell you that they very much enjoyed your company. And you showing up was a big surprise. It was like a breath of fresh air. Like, when you did, you know? I mean, it was, you know, I enjoyed your company, and I know 100% that, everybody else did. I can tell you that Kim did. I know that Kim did. Dillo, who knows, because, he's Dillo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he can't think past, the hair on his head. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't have any. Ha ha ha! Barefoot. I'm just messing with you, Dillo. Meg says Barefoot. By the way, Meg, what up? Barefoot. Ooh. Sarah says, and you guys are probably very emotional for the past 2 or 3 weeks, maybe because I am so upset and sad that he is gone. But I will keep up with the boys. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. Kim kept the boys in line. She did. She did. I'm gonna lie. Kim Wilson is not what I expected either. To an extent, but not what I expected. What surprised me was Godzilla. Godzilla's not what I expected in any way, shape, or form. Godzilla is a extremely highly intelligent individual, with a vast knowledge, an open knowledge of Sasquatch. He approaches it like I do with science and says, well, they can't cloak because the science isn't behind cloaking, or this or that or what that. I mean, he approaches it the same way I do, and I thought that was an extremely rare to find in the Bigfoot community. It is, guys. It's extremely rare to find that. Because most of the time you find cookie cutters. Okay? People who believe in Bigfoot that just believe what these YouTubers tell them. They don't apply knowledge and common sense and science to their beliefs. They just say, Bigfoot's cloak. Okay, Todd Standing says they cloak and mind speak. I believe it. Negatory. Let's apply that with Jesus on the cross with Christianity. Yeah, you're supposed to believe. But when there's archaeological evidence of Jesus Christ, that's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? That gives you something to get behind, that you can touch, that's tangible. And Godzilla's one of those guys. I mean, he's truly, truly one of those guys. Meg says, hi, Dillo. Hope you all had a great time at the meet and greet. We really did. Barefoot to you and all. And Hulk Hogan. Woohoo! All right, let me get a beer. All right, hold on. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Appreciate the kind words. Well, Godzilla, it's not kind words. It's honest words. I can't When I figured out how many people were coming, I was a little disappointed. And I was like, maybe we should have waited another year for this. But then after it was all said and done, I was like, no, I am so glad that we did a meet and greet. Because just the time that I got to spend with Kim Wilson, TJ, Tim, Godzilla, Dillo, just the time that I got to spend with those people, Floyd Randall, Chris Randall. I mean, guys, that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I was telling my brother after it was all said and over with, my brother Nick, you know, I was like, we had a pretty good weekend. Um, and I was, really impressed with the way the weekend went and how everybody helped out. And we actually found a print on a hunt, which I was not expecting. I was like, okay, I'm thinking, these people are going to think I staged this. That's exactly what I was thinking when we found it. I thought, hell no, you're kidding me, right? We're really going to find a print, And that's what happened. IBS, what up? What's up, my friend? Have been trying to keep up with you all, but just found out I have breast cancer last month. Guys, let's instantly get Meg put on the prayer list right now. Where's my pen? I got you, Meg. You hear me? I want Meg put on a prayer list. Please? It's kind of important. You guys better read the comments if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to put everything out there for her. I read it once and Meg, I got you. Mom had fun too. Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, listen. I love hanging out with Dillo. But I love hanging out with Dillo more when Mama Dillo's there because you can see the love and respect that he has and the banter that goes back and forth with those two. And I love it. I love it. Grizz, man, what's up, bro? Where you been? So I love Mama Dillo. She is listen, Dolly's awesome, guys. If you've never met her, man, you're missing out. I'm telling you. She's one of those people in life that you should not miss out on. Just spending time with her. And I told you guys just before the meet and greet. I said, and Bigfoot Mama, listen, I was disappointed that Bigfoot Mama, guys, because I'm telling you right now, all of you that were here, Bigfoot Mama is awesome. She's got a very bright, a very clean, and very aromatic personality, and I love that. This woman is smart when it comes to being in the woods. I watched her. I purposely walked her through evidence that I knew was in the geosite when I took her there, and she, boom, was right on it. She found it, and I was like, okay, this woman's obviously doing her own research. She's obviously paying attention. She's obviously taking this very seriously, which, those are the people that I choose to surround myself with, Hold on, it says IBS won't comment much. I am listening to you as I trim the yard. Okay, that's fine. I can understand. But yeah, Mama Dillo was, awesome. I wish you guys would have met her. And Bigfoot Mama is somebody also that I really wish you guys would have been able to meet. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Bigfoot Mama, and you know this to be true, Dillo, Bigfoot Mama and Kim, those two would have been. You think the boys would have been bad? Get those two girls together because they'd have been best friends. You know that. Bigfoot Mama and Kim Wilson would have got along like two peas in a pod, man. You know what I'm saying? So she's glad that she's okay. Wish Bigfoot Mama could have made it. I do too. Meg, my friend, yeah, Meg, we got you. You understand? 100%. We're going to pray for you really, really hard. Um, at least I am. I can't speak for other people. All I can ask is that, they put you in the prayer circle. Um, because, dude, guys, our prayer circle has moved miracles. I know this isn't Bigfoot and coffee. I know it's Bigfoot and beer. We're all supposed to be having time, fun, kicking it, and whatever. But I mean, I'm just saying. All right. So let's get Meg put on the list instantly. Let's get this done. All right. Um, Also, guys, there's a few reminders I need to let you guys know about. We still have to get cloud space. We got to get storage space for the snow cams. For the snow cam 1 and snow cam 2. Alright, so we can get those up. One's going by the cave at Old Man Whistler's. One is going right where that log was that's wore down, where something's been sitting there and spending a lot of time. It ain't deer. Deer don't sit on logs. Just saying, they don't. Okay? Just saying. So, remember, guys, that we got to get that done. Also, remember, this is a fan-funded channel. Okay? Please, all donations are very, very much appreciated. I'm working on some other things behind the scenes here to get the members area up. I got 14 full videos up on the members area right now that all I got to do is click a button and they'll launch for everybody that's a member. Dillo, Kim Wilson, whoever else, throughout this is, I can see who's got, things by their names, Dillo and Kim Wilson are pretty much the only two members that I see in here. Yeah. Dillo and Kim Wilson, that's it. Dang. Thought there'd be more members in here today. It is what it is, Dillo, what up? That's what IBS says. Poor Bigfoot out there saying there's no tomatoes. Looking at those tile pieces that's saying Trump. That's right. Hey, we all Trump. Yeah, I got jokes. No, we're going to take some tomatoes out there when we go and check. We're going to give food. I didn't want to gift food this time. Well, number one, because most of the food that he brought was rotten. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put old, rotten food out there because my comments would be on fire. My email would be on fire with people screaming disrespect. I'm not even trying to hear it. Nah, I'm not. I'm not going to lie to you. So that's why, hold on, guys. I'm looking, okay? Give me a second here. Who's this? What? Oh, Randy. My buddy Randy. Really? Finally looks like he's taking a minute and relaxing. That's good. Randy just sent me a picture of a tent and a chair by a lake, Nicky. About time he takes time and relax. Chris says they eat rotten dead salmon. I understand. I know that, but I want to try to, most definitely, Meg. I lost Natasha from Cancer 2. Why don't we do soaked beans soft already? They can eat. Oh, and cheap. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, I got some canned goods. I mean, we can open a can of peas and, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I mean, we can figure something out. Drinking natural ice beer. That's what Sarah's drinking. Drop a comment if you're new. Let Outdoor University know what you were drinking tonight. I'm drinking a Four Loko because I've about had enough. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. actually bought it last night. And I only took like, I don't know, 2-3 sips out of the Four Loko. So, got a sick mom right now. Thinks she had too much sun. That could be, Dillo. Make sure, Dolly, get some fluids in you. You know? And anyways, if you're new to this and you're watching Bigfoot and Beer for the first time, listen, I don't want you to hit the like button. I do not want your subscription. I don't want any of that. Okay? This isn't, I'm not here to make money off of Sasquatch. I'm not, and as soon as I said that, somebody's going to do that. Now you're making me just... Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. Here comes Les Snow punching people. Yay. Les donated $5, guys. Big ODU hug to you, Les. Yeah. Guys, drop some TY. But anyways, listen. What I want is for you to get a couple hunts under your belt. Get a feel for this channel and what this channel is about. Okay, this channel is way more than just Sasquatch. This is an outdoor channel. Sasquatch happens to be outdoor. Okay, this is an outdoor channel. Unfortunately, I don't have a choice but to start growing the channel, or we will never make an impact with where we're at. Okay. And hear me out, because somebody's going to say in a comment, well, you said you'd never do that, blah, blah, blah. But hear me out first. Then, after you hear me out, then you cuss me out. Okay? Guys, you got to understand, and especially those that were here at the meet and greet, this is what I do. This is how I pay my bills. This channel makes very little money. When I'm telling you very little money, I mean like under 500 a month, under 400 a month, under 300 a month. Could you live off of that? Could you pay your bills and live off of that? And not all the money that's donated I can use for rent, electric, and everything else. When somebody puts it in a comment, I write it down. You guys know this. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to understand something here, okay? If you're new to this channel, get a couple hunts under your belt, okay? Then subscribe. I am going to start growing this channel. I am going to start filling out some of the descriptions. I am going to start, maybe try to jump back in that algorithm real quick and then jump back out. Okay, until we can hit a financial level that we need. Me, Dillo, Kim, Godzilla, we all discussed this listen, TJ was here too. We discussed this, okay? And I discussed what we're supposed to do about this. I let him into the inner workings. This is your channel. You guys think I'm joking? You can ask these people, man. You can ask these people, and we all come to the conclusion that we might not have a choice but to try to expand the channel a little bit. Now, and I know I told you I wasn't going to do that, so, but I think for research purposes, I think we need to. I truly do. This was an executive decision that was made by everybody at the meet and greet, not just me. All right? We decided that something needs to be done. Curtis, what's up? I see you. And Meg says, barefoot. So, just so you know, if you're new here, get a couple hunts under your belt, man. Okay? I can't do 2 channels, Kim. It's not going to work that way. We discussed that, and we discussed the problem that 2 channels would have. Because number one, I'm going to tell you right now, if we had 2 channels, that's why I backed off. I have 3 channels. Only one's monetized, and that's this channel, which was my main channel. I have the paranormal channel. I also have ODU Squatch Watch Live. Look it up. Okay? I have another Bigfoot channel. Here's the problem: is you start spreading a bunch of channels out there with my face all over the place. I'm not, that's wrong, guys. Okay. Hey, Chris. Thank you. Chris donated $10. Big OD hug to you, Chris. Woo! Guys, drop some TYs for Chris. I'm serious. You know, do it. Drop them. So, I'm just letting you know what you're gonna see. You know, it is what it is, guys, and that's just the way that it's gonna work. All right. I mean, we're probably gonna lose a few people who are gonna say, "Well, Charles, you told us this, and then you turned around and stabbed us in the back and did this." Well, then, if you really truly believe that, maybe this is not the channel for you. Okay, because you're not seeing the big picture here. Okay. Yeah. Nobody should become rich off Sasquatch. But when you dedicate so much of your time that the only alternative is to go homeless, what are you supposed to do? At least make sure there's a roof over your head. You know? May happen. I may have to live in the woods naked with Sasquatch. Might happen. Who knows? You know? It is what it is. Les, what's going on, my friend? Budfoot. Curtis says, Budfoot. What's up, Curtis? So, anyways, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with my truck. Hoping that, I don't know, there's a junkyard within walking distance of my house. I'm probably sure I could walk up there and maybe trade off some work for some coil packs, because they're COPDs, coil over plugs. So, you know, each plug's got an individual coil. So I could probably maybe work something out, work the day over there, work a couple days, grab a couple coil packs. I'm hoping, and hopefully it's just coil packs and not plugs, but I don't want to pull any plugs out of those motors, because when you put them in, it's a 2001 F-150, and it's got that problem with blowing plugs, because there's only like 5 threads on the plug. Ford, what the hell was you thinking? But anyways, what's the update on the house next door to you? There is no update. It's still burnt to the ground. Nobody lives there now. It's abandoned. Well, not abandoned, but that's it. Fire marshals and the investigators from the insurance company were out there the other day, and that's pretty much what's going on over there. It's pretty much gone, guys. I mean, not gone, but it's unfixable. There you go, Chris. Thank you so much. Chris donated $20 to the truck fund. Thanks, Chris, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna write that down. Chris, thank you, man. Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate that. Guys, drop some big TYs. Oh, do you hug? To you, Chris. Drop some TYs. What caused the fire? We don't know yet. I talked to the investigator when I seen him over there, but he's the investigator from the insurance company. Okay? So, of course, he's going to try to find any way not to pay, this poor woman. I don't know. We'll figure it out as time goes on. We're going to hear more and more and more as time goes on. God was gracious enough to spare me. The Ravenna Fire Department was here so fast, guys, that they put it out before it spread to my property. I mean, you don't even know. I mean, I lost everything, man. That would have been devastating. So the Lord was gracious enough to put a halt and a stop on that. So I'm pretty excited. So don't be surprised if you see a few hunts over at West Branch, maybe off a cable line where we found the print, because it's really close to my house, and I can still get there. Hey, Chevy, you won't have the problem. Chris, I already know, man. You ain't got to tell me, bro. You don't have to tell me. I'm a Chevy guy. I'm a GM guy. You don't have to tell me. I already know. You know. I mean, the only problem you're going to have with Ford is your truck's going to rust away. And your frame's going to go. The motor will run forever in a Ford. You know, just like it will in a Chevy. But Chevy's got better steel in them. You know, and that's a fact. We be on hunt to fix the truck. We be on hunt to fix the truck next. I'm gonna try to get it done. If not, we can run over to West Branch, get that done, get that taken care of. Okay. We found that print right off cable line, right where we had the sighting that me and Dillo investigated. You guys got to remember there was a sighting there a month and a half before the meet and greet, before we found that print. A very fresh sighting when it comes, you know, to investigating sightings. It was incredibly fresh. Those are great locations to keep looking in. That's what I'm saying. Maybe a sneaky trip out in the backyard. We can go back here. I mean, you guys heard the neighbor lady story, you know. I mean, we'll keep that story between ourselves, but, you know, too many broken Fords in South Florida. Yeah, I hear you, Soundwave. I hear you. I like my Dodge. Yeah, Dodge. Dodge has come a long way. Mopar's come a long way from back in the day, man. You know? I mean, I was never a Hemi fan. Never. You know, I used to build race cars in big blocks. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing like 4-bolt main Chevy. Big block. I don't care about your Hemis. They just don't. They don't have it. You know? They don't. You know? That's why most of your quarter-mile guys are running big block Chevys. You know? I would never buy a Ford. No. Yeah, you have a skinwalker in your backyard. Charles, a skinwalker? Oh, here we go. Now, Tack, man, dude, you've been hanging out with Todd. You've been over at Todd's, haven't you? You have been. You've been hanging out with Todd Stanton, bro. You know what I'm saying? A skinwalker, huh? Here we go. Yard damn spell check. It says damn spell check. Yard. Oh, Lord. Here we go. What? My brother's laughing his ass off right now. He's in tears about the skinwalker thing. Oh, Lord. The skinwalker, huh?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, okay. Oh, we call it Skinwalker Farm. You know, there's already a Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, Lord. I don't know. You guys got me laughing now, you know. Anyways, it's 9:30, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to jump off here. I had a great time with you guys tonight. Once again, thanks all of you who came to the meet and greet. I don't know what's going on with Floyd. Hey, someone has to cause trouble. Hey, you're right about that, Tack, you know. So, listen, guys. In all seriousness, take a kid fishing, okay? Listen. Keep them away from skinwalkers. Look at my brother over there. He's dying, man. Look. Keep him away from skinwalkers, man. Now take a kid fishing. By doing so, you're investing. Listen, man. You're investing investing in the youth of this country, man. Seriously, guys, think of that. The way we treat our vets is pathetic. Okay, freedom ain't free. Okay, it comes from the breath that blows the flag from every dying soldier that ever breathed his last breath, and that's a fact. You understand? Yeah, it says going to have whiskey and Skinwalker show next. You know, those dumb Skinwalkers. That's what Chris says. Yeah. Jesus. Oh Lord, I love you guys. All right. 216-632-9385. That's my personal phone number. Guys, depression is real. Call me, man. Let's work it out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, mental health isn't just for the weak. It's for everybody, okay? Everybody needs picked up sometimes, you know? That's all I'm saying, guys. Truly is, okay? Put down the Xbox. He's still laughing over there, man.
I'm more serious than the White House.
White House Skinwalkers. You know, listen. Put down the Xbox. Pick up the tackle box. You understand? Listen, guys, spending time with our youth. I keep saying it. I'm telling you over and over and over again. Okay? I love you. And I'll see every single one of you. Not by a Skinwalker. But I'll see you outside in the great outdoors. Later, guys. Woo! Yeah!